The man grabs a fresh Boston lobster, roughly unscrews it, he simply fries it, and put it on a rock he found somewhere, and drizzled a cement-like sauce on the side. It's a seafood meal that needs a lot of creativity. The rich man next to me was fascinated. He couldn't wait to get his hands on the shrimp. He was interrupted by a man who told him to dip the shrimp in the sauce. It'll taste even better. A mouthful of pure flavor. The tycoon hungrily munches on it, and Paul smiles with satisfaction. Paul is a top chef. He specializes in cooking for celebrities, but they hired Paul just to brag about it, because they don't know anything about food, and Paul knew that. When he was a kid, his family was poor. His mother was a servant in a nobleman's house. A bottle of caviar for the rich. He was very curious, so he secretly opened the nobleman's refrigerator, but the nobleman's children found it. This little bottle of caviar made his mother work for months for nothing. He knelt on the floor while his mother cleaned. He dipped his finger in the caviar on the floor, and when he put it in his mouth, he was surprised to find that the expensive stuff tasted awful. That's when he realized, the poor eat to fight hunger, and the rich eat to show off their status. From then on, he aspired to become a chef, to make the rich hungry for him. Now, in order to capture the stomachs of the rich, he decided to expand his team and recruit new staff. But it was a girl on the street who attracted his attention with her fried rice. Soon he's taken to the restaurant run by Paul, along with a chef who had graduated as a chef. But Paul's question came as a surprise to them. Fry a meal. Maria was in a frenzy. The professional chef, on the other hand, seemed very calm. The ingredients used were of the highest quality and very delicate. Maria's was plain. Paul looks at the chef's rice, but then he took a spoonful of Maria's rice. He picked it up and smelled it. Paul said to the professional chef, "Go home." The chef was not impressed. He thought Maria's humble plate of fried rice couldn't possibly be better than his, because the winner was already decided when they chose the ingredients. Maria's fried rice was made with overnight rice, but the chef used freshly cooked rice as a culinary school graduate. The chef didn't know how to use overnight rice. He deserved to be eliminated. Maria may be cooking on the street, but she knows how to cook. The smell of fried rice doesn't match this fancy restaurant, but after a shower and a change of uniform, Maria finally became a chef in a fancy restaurant. But that was just the beginning. She'll be facing a much bigger challenge. Tomorrow's event is hosted by General Mark. The guests are the biggest names in politics and business. The theme of the banquet is blood and meat. Maria's task is to make the A5 beef tender and juicy.